Manja, welcome to Dubrovnik once again. What stands, in your opinion, what stands in the way of having more women in executive positions in the region, in the business?
I think it's a slow process just because women started integrating into business later. You know, when they say, I don't know, drivers are mostly men. Well, it's true because women started driving a lot later. And I think that it's the same as in business. We joined later, and everything that happened for us happened in a certain period of time. So I think lately there are more women, and there will be more and more women to come. And I think that in America that's the case. I think in Western Europe more so than in our region. So I think slowly but surely it will come. And I think another thing that's stopping women is probably, you know, family obligations. Because in Serbia, for example, it's not okay for a man to stay at home. And you can have two really successful people and try to run a sane family at the same time.
And have children and have a career.
Run a sane family at home, you know, it's hard. So,
what were the biggest challenges that you had to face on your way up?
Prejudice against
Was
women,
there? Yeah,
absolutely. In Serbia, it is a man's world. So, and especially if you are a young, classified attractive woman that's not married, usually the way you came to your position was through your bedroom or through someone else's bedroom. Yeah, so absolutely, prejudice was number one. And number two, you always feel like you are not on the same level as men, no matter what you do, because you are just a woman. So
was that is that in our state of mind as women, or is that in general?
I think it's in general. I think when you walk into a room where there's only men, into a boardroom, for example, I face that all the time. I happen to be the only woman in a seminar. I happen to be the only woman in our board meeting. So I don't think it's, I think, for them, for men in that room, it's like, oh, there's a woman. You know, it's not like there is another executive. No, oh, it's a woman, an attractive woman. So the first thing they tell you, oh, you lost weight.
Yes, you're an object.
Yeah, because that's what they're trained in their mind to say, and then this is what we're trained to accept as women. So I think it's also in our head, but I think it's also in their head.
Yeah.
She is a woman.
Yes. You said it's gonna change for our children, our grandchildren.
Yeah.
What are we doing right now? Are we doing anything to educate those leading ladies, you know, today, or are we investing in our future in that way to, you know, to train women, to talk to women in a certain way, young women, children?
No, I think the only thing that we're doing is leading by example. You know, I think, or I hope my daughter, when she grows up, she will know it's normal to work. That's one thing. I think my son will know that it's okay to have a strong woman next to him, I hope, in life. So I think that that's the only thing we're doing, at least what I see. And I think that women are their own worst enemy. I think that we are the first ones that will judge other women in positions, and that's unfortunate. And I think that until we change that, the attitude towards ourselves will not be different.
Especially if we know that men stick together.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that we are doing such a bad favor to ourselves by, and we all do it, you know. When we see a pretty woman in a position, we'll go, how did she get there? You know? And then I stop myself and think, okay, stop. You cannot do that because
she works hard. She got
not
the
only that, but you know, look at yourself. You know, somebody will. Everyone thinks in the limits of their own minds.
Of course. I do think you look amazing, and I do think that you are very successful.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks.